Hey guys, Super Gods of Final Wars here, and today this will be my sort of last review for now, because I needed to take a break on reviewing the Primal series. But this is my kind of last review for now, this is my last review of the Primal series, and we're moving on to Episode 7, Plague of Madness. Now, when this episode came out, a lot of people were confused, because, well, most people theorize that it kind of represents the sort of real world problem that we have right now. I'm not really gonna say it because I don't want to get demonetized. So yeah. So we begin this episode with a Chimera Source herd, and King Ghidorah's Death Ray, when he saw this episode, he made a joke saying this should have been more like an alternative ending to The Land Before Time. And I freaking laughed so hard. I did not stop laughing for 5 hours. Literally. And if you wonder what I mean, well, I'll tell you. Well, let's just get in and you'll see. Let's get into the review and you'll see. So, it starts off with a Chimerasaurus herd. I think it is a Chimerasaurus herd. Yeah, it is. It's a Chimerasaurus herd. I recognize their shape of their head, and not only that, they kind of look a lot more like when dinosaurs roamed America, Chimerasaurs. So, yeah. But we focus on one in particular Chimerasaurus, as he goes out to feed from fruit. However, he freaking comes across a mother freaking zombie Parasaurolophus, and when I see that, I was like, oh my god, no. No, you can't be serious, Primal. You can't be serious. You're gonna give us a zombie dinosaur? How are Spear fans supposed to fight that? So, the freaking Chimerasaurus watches the zombie Parasaurolophus run around for a while, and at first, he literally takes his eyes off him, and the freaking zombie Parasaurolophus freaking bites his freaking foot. And I was like, oh dear God, no, no, no. You can't be serious. How are Spear Bears supposed to fight him? So, he literally kicks him away after he bites him, and the zombie Parasaurolophus just dies. Literally just like that. And I was like, that's not how a zombie works. You really gotta go for the head, because this guy just yeeted him, and he just broke his back and died. But I got a little theory about this. I think it just happens, like he just passed on the plague to the Chimerasaurus, and the plague just left its body. It's not like those typical zombie movies where one bites the other and the other one becomes a zombie. But we focus on this particular Chimerasaurus, and of course, we don't know how much time goes on, but obviously he is feeling the effects. He even tries to get a drink of water, because obviously I don't even know what's going on the inside of him. I'm pretty sure he feels like he's on fire on the inside, and he just needs to get a whole drink of water. And what the worst part of it is, he's infecting the whole water source as well. So, any creature in that area, if you drink that water, you're going to become a zombie dino. Or whatever. And he literally pukes out blood. And I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad for him. And what the worst part is, I kind of imagine him as Littlefoot. But then again, Littlefoot kind of is there. If that was Littlefoot, I would kind of make a joke. Okay, and I would just say, that's what you get for being so stupid. But, yeah. And so the Chimerasaurus becomes fully infected. And starts going on a mother freaking rampage. He just crushes all the eggs and kills all his herd numbers. This freaking gives me flashbacks to a freaking... I was watching a review of Friday the 13th, and I just saw on how all those characters died, and I just watched on how this zombie Chimerosaurus flat kills his herd. And not a single one of them becomes infected. So my theory could be correct. It could just be like something that passes on. And literally there's no reason for this Chimerosaurus to pass on the plague. So yeah, my theory could be correct. That could be the reason why we didn't see other zombie dinosaurs. Plus, I'm pretty sure the directors only wanted one zombie dinosaur, so that would make a lot more sense if you guys think about it. But yeah, so he kills all his herd numbers, and after he's done, Spear and Fang show up, and when that happened, a lot of people were confused, but since the next 5 episodes of Season 1 for Primal came back, and when this episode was confirmed to be episode 7, and yeah, that answered a lot of questions. So Spear and Fang, they get to the site and they see all the bodies. And Fang even checks to see if one of them was edible to eat. And she freaking realizes that they're not good to eat and just walks away. And here's where they come face to face with their new enemy. The zombie Chimerosaurus himself. And they just run for their lives. They don't even have any interest on fighting him. I'm pretty sure it was their instinct that was telling them, no, don't fight, get the hell out of there. Just run, just don't even think about fighting him. And honestly, I'm kind of glad their instincts told them to do that, because if I saw a zombie Chimerosaurus or anything that was like a dinosaur zombie, I would run as fast as I can to get as far away from it as possible. I won't even be interested in fighting. I'll just be like, no, someone else can fight him. I'm out. Nope, I'm done, I'm out. So Spear and Fang obviously managed to get away from the Chimerosaurus and fall into a little ravine, and the Chimerosaurus also falls down in there as well. And I swear to you, this entire chase scene, this feels like a horror movie. This scene feels more like a horror movie. But the episode that deserves the title as the more scary movie horror episode will be episode 9, and you guys will see why when I get on to episode 9. But Spear and Fang, they managed to get away, but the zombie Chimerosaurus just falls into the ravine, and it just kind of goes unconscious for a while, I think. So, just doesn't get back up, and it's not dead. So Spear and Fang rest in a little cave, and they're just like, what the heck was his problem? Why was he trying to kill us? I thought those guys were gentle and plant eaters. And I'm pretty sure both Spear and Fang have not seen anything like that before. This is probably their first time seeing something like that. So, yeah. And then, later on that night, Spear and Fang, Spear has a nightmare of both of them getting infected, but he wakes up to find out that they have not gotten infected, and so Spear and Fang get out from the cave and try to sneak around the zombie Chimerosaur, knowing that it hasn't moved at all. Like, literally, it did not move at all. And so, they snuck around the zombie Chimerosaurus, and it gets back on its feet and starts chasing them again. This time, it chases them to a volcano. And it gets stuck in the meantime, but at the same time, Spear and Fang, they are now trapped in between a volcano and a zombie Camarasaurus. And so the zombie Camarasaurus breaks out by literally, I don't even want to describe it, but he breaks out and starts chasing them again. And it just shows you this guy's relentless. He's not willing to stop. He is just interested on killing and killing and killing. Which is horrifying if you guys think about it. And even when the Camarasaurus falls in the lava, he is still trying to kill our characters. And it shows that this guy can only die when he gets turned to ash. And people even call it the most saddest death because I'm pretty sure deep down the Camarasaurus wanted to die because he killed his entire herd and his family. It wasn't really his fault. On one hand, it kind of is, because he took his eyes out of the freaking Parasaurolophus. If I was a Camarasaurus, I would have just squished it. Just, no. Just, no. I would even tail slap him, sending him flying into somewhere else. And Spear and Fang, they obviously feel bad for him. And he just the freaking zombie Camarasaurus finally dies, and you are just basically, and freaking Spear and Fang are left to wonder, where the heck did this disease come from? Where did it come from? And why does it affect creatures and make them become savage, bloodthirsty, and just hard to kill, basically? This was a great episode, and a pretty terrifying one at the same time. So, yeah, I give this 10 out of 10 Golden T-Rex stars. So, yeah, like I said before, this will be my last review for the Primal series for now. And don't worry, I'll get back on them later. But for now, I got other projects I need to do. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.